Hello folks and welcome back to Shogun Total War. I am Kanastep and this is going to be part 16 of my Sengoku Jedi campaign where I am playing as Clan Hojo. And in the last episode I did finally start to get my economy rolling along. I have, I think, most of my Portuguese trading posts built and finished up. So I am making a decent income from all of those, and I also have all of my churches built up as well. Well, not all of them, but I have enough to where I could immediately start building a cathedral. So I am building a cathedral here in Dewa. And once that is finished, in how many turns? 5 more turns, I believe. I'm just going to be making a ton of money. So my economy situation has really come a long ways, I'd say, in just the last episode. And at this point, I am finally building up that extra army that I can use and eventually stage here in Masashi so that I can attack the Takeda clan and Sagami and Kai simultaneously with my daimyo's army and then his second eldest son here, Hojo Ujimasa. So that's the plan. I would say that this is going to take another year and a half maybe to get this army up to speed, and maybe a few more turns just to kind of get this army up to date as well, because I've just been defending this river province with archers and spears because that's been sufficient. However, to go on the offensive, I would like some Naginata cav and some Naginata infantry as well to get a nice, well-balanced Hojo army. And that's going to be coming along. I would say my goal is to get at least the beginning of this offensive in at the end of this episode, but that's going to depend on if I have any attacks elsewhere. If I have to play a few defensive battles here and say Issa or Shikoku, then I may or may not be able to get that offensive started, but I'm going to get close. I will see. And I will say, I think here in Shikoku, it's going to be a little bit too late for the Mori clan to attack me. I'm pretty well stocked up here. I'm looking pretty dang good, I'd say. I mean, I have a river province here in Awa. Sanuki's army looks pretty dang good, and they have a 3-star general, Kiyomura Michinao, and then Io's looking pretty decent as well. Not a full stack quite yet, but this army in Bungo isn't looking too hot. It's nothing too crazy there. So Shikoku, I feel, is a little bit locked down. My army in Issa isn't... It's decent. It's a decent army, but I feel like the opposition here in central Japan just is not strong enough to contest Issa at all. So the only thing that I did see was this army here in Mino. Decent numbers, a lot of Ashigaru, but, you know, a lot of decently teched up cav as well. So the Takeda do have some forces here in Mino, but the only places of mine that they can threaten is Owari, you know, River Province, and then Shinano, which... that could be a decent battle, actually, if they attack Shinano. I don't have a great army here. It's enough to defend against this Kai force and the Saruga force and anything that Imagawa can throw at me, but this could be a decent little battle, so that is something to keep an eye on. Actually, you know, I probably should reinforce Shinano, if I'm being honest, but we will see. I mean, I have enough money to, you know, build up a lot of soldiers. Oh yeah, and I did get attacked by a geisha from the Imagawa clan in the last episode. Luckily, I was able to kill her relatively quickly. Let's see, where is the geisha house? Is it right here? Yeah, in Totomi. Yes, I would like to destroy that geisha house because they are no doubt going to be training up a new one eventually. And I do have a few ninjas that are ready to go here. I got 2 ninjas here. And am I training more ninjas? Yeah, may as well. May as well just keep training up a few more ninjas there. And then I do have the ninja that was able to successfully kill her off somewhere. Oh, I have a few ninjas sitting around. Okay, I like this. This is good. I believe, is he right here? Yeah. Honored 2. That's what you get for killing a geisha. So, if they do have another one, I will be ready with like 7 ninjas ready to go. So, we will see if that happens anytime soon. But in the meantime, I just got to keep training up. Let's see, it's spring, so I have 3 turns before this, you know, before I get into treasury, and I think I'm just going to be using that money on soldiers for now. Like I said, I just want to get the second army going up and probably fill out a few of my defensive outpost armies as well here in Issa, and a few more soldiers here in Shikoku as well. it is at this point that I would not be surprised if the Mori clan attacked me again here in Shikoku. They're looking pretty strong, and I don't have any border watchtowers here in Shikoku anymore because they did burn them down last time they took these provinces. So I don't know what they have here, so I sent my emissary to go check it out. I would like to see what they have because, yeah, these are some big armies, and what they can do is they can send everything they have here in Awaji and Bison towards Tsunuki. So I would be outnumbered by a lot. This is a decent army, for sure. It's a decent army. I have, I got a warrior monk. I have a Nodachi samurai. I have enough spears. I have some Naginata infantry. I have some archers. I have some cav. So it's a pretty decent army, but still, with the amount of numbers that they can bring to bear on this one province of mine, it's a little bit scary. So yeah, I'm gonna see what they have. I will like to see if I can hang on here. And yeah, this army in Bungo still is not looking too bad, so there's nothing else for it. Let's just make sure taxes are low and make sure everyone's happy. Yes, everyone is looking good here, so that's all fine. Let's end the turn. Still no attack. Okay, well, no news is good news, and I don't think that's going to work out, buddy. And same with you, Imagawa. I don't think that's going to work out either. Alright, surprisingly, I wasn't attacked. So let's see what they have here. Ooh, okay, alright. Well, they have some decent armies here. And yeah, I don't know what they... Let's get an emissary over to Bison. Can I not go there? Oh, do they have a port in Bunga? Oh, okay, well, I can do this. I can go there. And yeah, let's just check this out. Alright, so what do they got? Some Yari Cav with gold armor, weapon upgrades, Nodachi Samurai, double weapon upgrades, bronze armor, Naginata Cav, gold armor, heavy Cav, double weapon upgrades, bronze armor. That's a decent force there, although that 2-star Ashigaru General is a weak point for sure. Some more Nodachi Samurai, some Naginata Cav. I mean, this is pretty Cav heavy right here, but still, there's some good Cav. Silver Shielded Heavy Cav, nothing to be sniffed at. And then here we go, another gold-plated Heavy Cav. Yeah, this is a pretty scary force here. Some warrior monks right there. Yeah, Awaji's not messing around. That is a scary stack. Now, if they go to Awa, I can potentially hold the line here for a bit and cause a lot of casualties. If they go and get Tsunuki, I could possibly lose, but I can probably do a lot of casualties to them in the process. Yeah, that's a lot. So I'm gonna definitely have to continue to reinforce Shikoku because an attack is definitely imminent. That will happen. So let's get these taxes bumped up here. Make some more money, and yeah, let's make sure that I'm training more soldiers too, because it's not going to be enough just to build up these armies here in the north. I'm going to need to keep and make sure I can hold my southern holdings here. Now I am making almost 9,000 koku, not bad, and my famous swordsmith is finished here in Samosa, so that my Naginata Cav are getting a double attack upgrades, which is nice. Palace is finished in Sato for that +1 morale for my archers that are trained there. Still no attack in Shikoku. Alright, interesting. They are giving me some time, which is very nice of them. And yeah, that's not going to work. Sorry, guys. And that's not going to work either. Alright, so it looks like a ninja is getting close to my priest here in Dewa, which is surprising, because I have a shinobi here, and I have 2 ninjas, which should be acting as counter spies. So it's kind of shocking that a ninja got in here. That's a lot of defenses, but we will see if he gets caught or not. No, he got me. That damn ninja. Alright, well. Got my priest, so I'll have to get another one ready there. And yeah, the Mori decided not to attack me here in Isa, and same with the Imagawa and Shinano. Poor harvest. Alright, well, I'm making almost 9 grand off a poor harvest, so that's not bad. That is not bad at all. And yeah, things are looking pretty scary over here, so It's army in Bison. Yeah, whew, man. Some warrior monks. A lot of warrior monks here in Bison. Heavy cav. And some cav archers. Yeah, these are some scary armies for sure. I want this emissary to hang out here. And these spearmen there. Yeah, I just want to keep... I need to bulk up these armies for sure. Yeah, let's just get more soldiers over here. And we can just pile on in. Maybe... Let's get this spearman over to EO. How else are we looking? I feel like I need an extra stack in Awa, because once I lose Sanuki and I have to retreat to my castle, I'm obviously going to need to, you know, attack to try to push them back, but I don't want to leave my river province undefended, you know? It'd be nice to obviously defend the river province. So having a stack here in Awa that I can leave there, and then a stack that I can use to attack with, would be obviously pretty nice. It's just gonna be a matter of, do I have the time to build that stack before I actually get attacked here in Shikoku? So we will see. My bet is no. My bet is no. I won't have that extra time, but we will see. I have quite a few provinces that are training soldiers right now, so I can get something going pretty fast here. My high-tech stuff is obviously going towards my offensive armies, you know, my Sun and my Daimyo. So Shikoku's just trying to get my extra stuff, which is totally fine. That's how it works sometimes, and that should be enough to at least defend for a while. Hey, and here we go. The cathedral is finished in Dewa, and now, oh my goodness, the money is going to be pouring in. Because that's going to be an extra, holy moly, okay, Mori. That's going to be an extra 200 koku for every church that I have built already, which is quite a bit. I don't remember exactly how many churches I built, but it's more than 6, I thought. If not, like, what, 9 maybe? I can't remember. I can't quite remember, but it's a few. It's a few for sure. So yeah, catching Shinobi here in Issa. All right, yeah, that's good stuff. And things are coming along. So I am editing out a lot of these turns that, you know, there's really not much happening. But you guys aren't missing much. I'm not really teching up. I'm just kind of training up soldiers, and I am reinforcing Shikoku, as you can see. So I'm trying to get another army going here in Awa so I can feel better about defending this, and also reinforcing Sanuki if I have to. So that's going to be the aim there. And I'm getting very, very close to being where I want to be with my army here in Masashi. I think at this point, all I need is one more Naginata infantry, and then my 2 armies. I can get my heir's army is all ready to go. He's ready to go. And then at this point, I just need this one more Naginata infantry, and then these 2 armies will be ready to go, and I can attack Sagami and Kai. So that's looking pretty good. Other than that, I am sending every other last soldier that I have that's, you know, newly being trained up to Shikoku, just to really make this island as prickly as possible and really set the tone and make sure that the Mori clan does not want to attack me there. Because, yeah, they have a lot of resources that's being, you know, left just, you know, keeping an eye on me, basically. Although they did send this little army down to Key, and it's nothing too crazy. Yeah, a few units of Yarikav, a few units of archers. That 2-star weapon upgraded bronze armor shielded Ashigaru unit, which is kind of funny, but nothing too crazy there. So I should be pretty close here to being ready to make this attack on Takeda. So let's get going. And now I'm making 10 grand, which, to be honest, I thought was going to be a bit more. I wonder if that's counting the cathedral income, because that's, I thought there was going to be more money. All right, anyway, so Famous Armory is finished, and I want to look at my income tab and see what's going on there. See if I'm making money off the churches yet. Because, yeah, my defenses are looking pretty good. It looks like no one really wants to attack me, and that's all good. So I caught a ninja in Shimotsuke who was working for the Shimazu clan. And, okay, so it's another poor harvest. So that kind of explains it, I'd say. Yeah, that must be the thing. That must be the reason. So, cathedral income, yeah, I'm making 1,800 off of the cathedral income. Oh my god. Sweet. That is awesome. So, let's just get some more churches going at this point. So the one thing about churches is that I do need a large castle to build a church. So that is a bit of an investment, but hey, at this point, why not? That's why I like to build Portuguese trading posts first, because I'm already going to have ports everywhere. That's something that's my go-to. On expert difficulty, you really have to prioritize using ports for your economy rather than farm income, because you have more poor harvests on the higher difficulty levels than you do at the lower difficulty levels. So it's harder for you to count on your harvests, whereas ports, well, they are expensive, and 200 koku is not a ton. It's very, consistent. Obviously, it doesn't change. So that's why I like to go with ports. So by the time I convert to Christianity, I already have them. I'm already ready to go. What's an extra 400 koku for a Portuguese trading post that's going to get me 200 koku a year? So that's an easy choice. The churches, yeah, it takes a little bit longer, but by then I'm already making that Portuguese trading post money, and that allows me to really, go after it with the churches and the cathedral, of course. So at this point, I have money to spend on those large castles, and this is another reason why playing as the Hojo is so powerful, because you get that castle discount anyway. Like, it's what am I paying for a large castle? Let's find a small castle. What's going to cost me? 375 koku. I think that normally costs 500 for a large castle. So it's nice, it's easy. So let's get these in. Let's get some large castles going in Noto and Echu. I think I already have it here in Kaga. Yes, I do. Yeah, I have a lot of churches here. What about Shimotsuke? They can use a large castle for sure, and Kazuke, I believe, as well. Yes. Musashi, yep, you got a large castle. And then I think everyone else already has yeah, that's fine. And then I will focus on large castles for my southern provinces later on. Before now, this is going to be good for the north. And because I do have money now to spend on taking up my soldiers, what am I working on? So let's get a legendary spear dojo. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Yeah. So this is going to give me a +1 honor for my Naginata infantry, and then a +2 honor for my Yari samurai, which is pretty sweet. It's so cheap. 250 koku in 2 seasons. Like, that's why the dojos are so good. So that's going to be my investment there. Ooh, a gun factory. All right. Yeah, legendary spear dojo. Let's do that. What? I've never built the gun factory before. I know it's like an alternative option to building. Like, what's the point of it though? I don't get it, because it's a weird building. The thing is that you can already train arquebusiers just by the nature of having Portuguese trading posts. That's the only building that you need as a prerequisite to train arquebusiers. And then to train the upgraded version of a gun soldier, or whatever, a musketman, you need the cathedral. So the cathedral plus the Portuguese trading posts allow you to train muskets, and that's all that the gun factory does. It just allows you to produce arquebusiers and musketeers, but I don't really know what the point is. It's like, I think this is what you do if you don't accept the Portuguese, right? Let me read this. The Japanese people have always been adept at copying new technologies and enhancing them in the process. The gun factory allows you to build arquebusiers and musketeers. Musketeers have guns with faster firing rate and better penetration. Building gun factories also allows you to reject Christianity without losing access to guns. So, does that mean it makes you not Christian if you build this building? Huh, I don't know. That's really confusing. I don't know if that's what that means. If I understand this right, though, the gun factory is what you do if you don't say yes to the Portuguese, but you do say yes to the Dutch, because the Dutch do eventually show up. I think I've only seen them once, and that was when I was playing my Imagawa campaign, because that was the only time I had a campaign that went long enough to where the Dutch finally showed up. They show up very, very late in the campaign, and yeah, like I said, I just never see them. Now, I don't know, because I've never seen them. I don't even know. I know you don't have to go Christian, right? Like, you don't get the churches and all that stuff. But do you get to build? Yeah, so it says here that there's a Dutch trading post. So I'm assuming you can still get the money from that, but you don't have to convert to Christianity. So you don't get churches, so you don't get church money, but you don't have to have the issues of like population loyalty and all that, trouble or whatever with that. So that's the trade-off there. Another trade-off, something that I think is kind of overlooked in this, is that other daimyos, like Buddhist daimyos, will not deal with you at all if you're Christian. It's kind of a, but the opposite works as well. Christian daimyos won't really work with you if you're Buddhist. But is that really that important in a campaign where you're expected to take over the entire map anyway? Like diplomacy isn't that big of a factor in this game. So I don't think the whole Dutch thing is really worth it. Again, I've never done it. I've never gone that route. I think when I play a campaign, so eventually I will play the campaigns that take place during a later time period. There's the 1530 campaign, which obviously has the same start date as the Sengoku Jedi campaign, but it's actually a different campaign. Even though the starting date's the same, it's actually more historically accurate. Then there is the 1550 campaign. Obviously, that starts 20 years after the Sengoku Jedi start. And then there's the 1580 campaign, which to me sounds like a really fun thing. I would really like to play the 1580 campaign at some point. I will play all of them on this channel, but I really, really look forward to the 1580 because that starts you off with a lot of technology, a lot of good soldiers, as well as everyone else. It starts off, the other clans also have decent soldiers as well. And it starts off with certain number of the clans also already being Christian, which really throws a certain wrench in the plans and the strategies because that's how you start the campaign. So when it comes to, having friends and alliances, right off the bat, you're kind of limited based on who's Christian and who's Buddhist, which to me is really interesting. That's an interesting idea because in the regular Sengoku Jedi campaign, it doesn't matter. You can just be friends with everyone as long as they're not at war with each other. So I'm looking forward to that someday. And maybe at that point, the whole Dutch thing is something that I'll consider doing or not doing. But for this campaign, for the Sengoku Jedi campaign, I don't see any reason to not reject the Christianity option, just because why not? You're getting more money. And the whole trouble with population loyalty, as you saw in this campaign, as long as you have a shinobi in every province, it doesn't really matter. So it's not that hard to deal with. Anyway, rant over. That was just something I wanted to talk a little bit about because, yeah, I've never built this building before. I'll get around to it one of these days. What was I doing again? Oh, yeah, I was building a legendary spirit dojo here in Hitachi. Moving on. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on that. Shinano. What do I want in Shinano? So, church. Why not? Yes. Get that going. What do I want next, though? Because I am training. This is for my cav. Famous horse dojo. Yes, +1 honor for my Yari cav that I trained there. Let's do that. That sounds sweet. And let's see. Dewa. Yes, now I can keep going for the geisha house. Yeah, I'm still working on it. It's going to be a while. Sado. So this is where I train up my archers. And what do I want here? Golden Palace for +2 morale. Why the heck not? Let's do that. That feels good to get some tech upgrade buildings in. And that's going to be a lot of money because I did... Ooh, there's another geisha. Okay, screw you. I'm going to kill you. I have a lot of ninjas. 34% chance. I will take it. Now that I'm sending all of my ninjas after this geisha, she should die very shortly. The lowest percentage chance is 34% chance of killing her. And then my Honor 2 ninja over here in Mutsu has a 50% chance of killing her. So fingers crossed that she goes down quickly because I do not want to mess with any of that shit right now. Now, my armies are ready to go, so let's get some battles in here. Let's go fight in Kai. Let's go fight in Sagami. And they don't have much. I mean, they have some decent numbers in these provinces, but as far as quality goes, there is some Naginata Cav here in Sagami, so that's not nothing. Takeda Shingen, 5 stars. Here's in Sagami as well. Oh, yeah, they have 4 units of Naginata Cav, actually. That's not... Yeah. Okay, well, that's that. And then Kai, well, let's see. Naginata Cav, more Yari Cav, Just 1 unit of Naginata Cav, and then a lot of spears in Kai. So they could be some decent scraps here. I mean, they're not, you know, really highly teched up armies, but, you know, decent numbers and a lot of cav. So we will see how that goes. And let's see, I would like to, you know, push into Totomi and take down that geisha house, because that's going to be annoying if I have to keep up killing geishas for a long time here. So things are looking good. Like I said, I think I spent a lot of money here, so I might not even train soldiers this turn, just to kind of take it easy and see where my money's at after all of that spending, just to see, you know, where I'm at. So I don't, like, you know, I want those buildings to go through. And yeah, so I'm going to take a look at that, see where I'm at. Okay, 6,000 koku. That's not bad. I have plenty to spend on soldiers for this year. So yeah, that's okay. And yeah, I don't think these attacks are going to go through, but my attack is definitely going to go through. Ooh, okay, all right. They think they're going to attack me. Well, so it looks like the geisha did get to my priest throughout my swarm of ninjas somehow. Just you think you'd hear it, right? Oh, it's funny. Alright, it looks like my ninjas think that they have found her, so it would have been nice if they found her before she found my priest, but you know what? I guess that sometimes there has to be bait, right? Hey, that was easy. That was nice and easy. There we go. Taken care of. See, I feel like in some of my other campaigns, this was a lot harder. Alright, so the Mori clan did not go through with the attack on Issa, and same with the Imagawa and Shinano. Alright, so I am invading Kai, and I'm outnumbered by a couple hundred, but nothing too crazy. I have my 4-star daimyo, and it looks like they have a 1-star general as well. So let's get into it, shall we? You know, I may have made a mistake. I'm bringing my heavily armored Naginata infantry, and I'm fighting on the offensive in the wintertime. And in Kai, the first move you have to do is immediately take the ridge, which means going uphill, and my poor guys are wearing heavy armor. Oh man, that was probably not the best call. I probably should have waited just one more turn and fought in the springtime, because these guys are going to be very tired by the time they get to the top here. And it is kind of a race. And also, to compound things, I'm fighting in the flipping fog, so I can't really see the enemy. There they are. Yeah, I just have to assume that they're going to be there, which they are. And that's how the beginning of this battle in Kai always works out. It's always going to be a race to the top of this ridge to see who can get here first. I'm going to try and get set up here. Now, this is a race that the Takeda clan should always win, because of course they have the mass cav, including quite a decent force of light cav. I'm seeing some, let's see, yeah, Naginata cav right there, Yari cav archers, Ashigaru. I mean, it's a pretty light-footed army, and they should really beat me to this ridge. But they never quite do. And then they back up and they do this weird thing where they go up there, and it's like, no, I'm not up there. I'm right here, you guys. You should have stopped me. You know? In fact, you know, now that I think of it, I'm wondering if I've really ever fought a defensive battle on Kai. I can't say I remember doing so. So I am curious. I wonder what the options are. Like, I wonder how far you can deploy out. But I have to bet that you can beat the offensive army to this ridge top here and make them fight you going uphill. I have to imagine that's an option. I am trying something new here with my Hojo army. I fought a few custom battles with this composition to see how I like this. I'm screening my center with some Naginata, infantry that is, and then I'm bringing up in the center a few units of Naginata cav to provide a good punch up the middle, and then I'm holding it down on my left and right flanks with a contingent of 2 spearmen and 2 archers, each on both sides. And then in my rear, I have my 2 units of Yari Cav and then my general, which in this case is my daimyo, just holding up the rear. And yeah, I like so far how this has played out. Now, I don't know if I've really faced off against this much of a heavy Cav force, but I still like my chances here. I have plenty of spears to deal with their Cav. I have plenty of archers to deal with their archers as well. And honestly, I have a decent bit of Cav in my army as well. I have 4 units of Cav in my army, which is not nothing. So let's see how it works out here. So I'm just going to keep advancing up the middle here with my strong, heavy-duty core of Naginata infantry and Cav. And I can keep pushing on the left flank to create some space for myself, and on the right flank as well. It's going to be a little bit awkward because I'm kind of in a downhill position, but I can at least sort of come forward and screen out this Cav archer unit. And then, yeah, I got my reserves here in the rear. I gotta kind of wrap them like that. And yeah, just keep pushing the center. From what I've seen, there's nothing in this army. I feel like there's only 1 unit of Naginata Cav, and then there's this unit of, well, I thought I saw Naginata infantry, but no, that's just Ashigaru. So that's going to be fine. Let's see, let's keep marching forward here, and let's bring this Yari Cav out to this flank, and then let's bring my general up to provide support, and same here. Alright, so we're dueling on this side with our archers versus their Cav archers. I will win that any day. And looks like they're starting to back off. At least a few units are backing off. That's a lot of the Ashigaru and their Cav archers, that is. If I could kill that general, that would be nice. So let's kind of keep sweeping this way. And at this point, this archer, or the Cav archer, is going to get singled out. So I want to send my Yari Cav to go chase them down, because they're going to be without support very shortly here. Now we just have this Naginata Cav to deal with, and I should get my, let's swing around. I want my Yari Cav to handle their Naginata Cav, and I want to screen out the rest of the army with my left flank to make sure they don't return and help out here. So at this point, let's send my Naginata Cav in to deal with their Naginata Cav, and then my Yari Cav should come into the rear and face off against them here. And let's screen, let's see, so they want to send their spears in, that's fine. And yeah, my Yari Cav are chasing down their Cav archers, and I can bring my right flank to keep supporting and pushing up on their right flank as well. And this is all looking very, very good so far. I like this. Keep pushing. I just want to keep screening out. Just screen these guys out up here and keep them from returning back to the field. And yeah, their general's running away, so let's make sure we catch him. And then just do a slow push, because they are going to have some reinforcements. Not a ton, but they will have a few reinforcements here, so I want to do a slow push and make sure that I'm in a decent position when the next couple waves come in. There goes the enemy general, so he's off the field, and I would like to get a few more kills left with my Yari Cav. Actually, no, I see some Yari Cav of their own in the distance, so let's back up a little bit. This Yari Cav is having a really hard time with this cliff face, because they're trying to chase down this Cav archer, and they're just not able to. They're really having a hard time here, so I'm going to let them do their thing. Maybe I can guide them a little bit. And do this, set some waypoints, and then like that, and try to have them work their way around this cliff. Maybe that'll help them out. We will see. Other than that, though, let's just keep pushing with my center, because they're trying to rally, but you know, they got some Cav archers here, Yari Cav here, archers, spears, and Yari Cav. So how about, I like this. Let's just get on the top of this little hill here and just post up and wait for the next waves to come in. I like the sounds of that very much. And that's going to do it. So no more reinforcements wanted to come in and face me, and that is fine. So I killed 369 and I lost only 80 guys. So not bad. That's pretty clean. I liked the feel of that one quite a lot. Alright, Kai is now mine. I pillaged 300 Koku. And they retreated from, Musashi. Okay, so that's so awkward, man. So they attacked me and Musashi at the same time that I was trying to attack them. So I was technically on the defensive, so I couldn't get my attack to go through. And That's too bad. I actually would have preferred them attacking me in Musashi because I could do a lot of damage defending my river. Because this is the army of theirs that has 4 units of Naginata Cav, so I would have liked to obviously shoot them full of arrows from the safety of my river. But in any case, I will have to go on the offensive and beat them mano a mano. Possibly, yeah, I'll just do that this turn. That sounds good. So, let's see, I lost a ninja into Tomi. Yeah, my ninjas just died into Tomi. They were still hunting the geisha even though she's already dead. Alright, that was pretty clean. And a lot of men are going to die for free here in Kai. 681 men are trapped in this castle, and they're only going to last 3 turns. My, oh my. And even if they are reinforced from Suruga, actually, I was going to say confidently that even if they were reinforced, I could beat them, but 681 versus, I mean, that's like more than a full stack right there. That could get tricky, actually. Damn. All right, well, hopefully my Daimyo's army, like I said, only lost 80 men, so it's in pretty good shape. Hopefully he can beat like a 2v1 or like a 3v1, possibly, because that's probably what's going to happen. The army here in Suruga will probably reinforce this garrison in Kai and try not to let them fall for free. Let's see, is the Imagawa... Are they allied with the Takeda clan? They are. So they might not, yeah, they might not be too worried about the Imagawa attacking them here in Suruga. Ugh, yikes. Okay, well, let's bring over my son's army to Sagami and try to fight that. And then let's bring over a few units into Kai just to reinforce and make it look like I'm strong here. So I'm going to do that, and everywhere else is looking pretty good. I do want to take Hida eventually. I would like to use my eldest son here, Noto. He's been kind of hiding out here. I had him in Shinano for a while, but as soon as I started seeing geishas, I wanted to make sure he was in a coastal region so that he could use ports to hop around and flee for his life. So when the time comes, I will bring him back down into Shinano, and I'll use him to mop up these Imagawa forces here in Hida, so that he can kind of provide a front versus the Takeda forces here in Mino and Echizen. So that's going to be coming up pretty soon here. But I do have quite a bit of money to spend, and I would, like I said, I'd like to build up that army for my heir here in Shinano. So let's get to it. Now I have a legendary tea house finished here in Dewa, so I think I might be ready to start building a geisha house there, or I might need another building. I can't quite remember. And that spear dojo, that legendary spear dojo, is finished in Hitachi. Ooh, man, a lot of forces, a lot of Mori forces gathering in central Japan. And going through with another attack. Let's see if that works. And yeah, I kind of doubt it. Yep, didn't want to do it. Yes. And, okay, I took Sagami without a fight. The Takeda clan retreated. Interesting. Okay, well, I pillaged a lot of money from them. 1,300 koku. Destroyed a lot of buildings. Wow, I'm surprised they didn't want to fight me there. And yeah, this is going to take 2 more seasons for the garrison in Kai to fall. And they didn't want to attack me. Wow, this is crazy. The Takeda clan just giving up ground. Man. So, what? Why? Okay, why are my ninjas still going after the geisha's gone? What are they doing? What the hell? Alright? Man. Okay, so the Mori clan has only 1 heir ready. So, wow, did I kill that other heir of theirs? Interesting, okay. Well, that's that. Man, oh man. So I got Sagami now. Kai's now mine. This is, well, soon going to be mine. This is just going to be 2 turns before this castle falls. And yeah, the Takeda clan's retreating here in Izo and Suruga. So, what I'm thinking is I should immediately attack Izu, because these 2 provinces do border Kai, and potentially what could happen is these armies, in addition to the garrison, could all sally out and fight my daimyo all at once and put him in a very precarious position. So I want to make sure that he doesn't get, bullied by 3 armies at once. And I have my heir, my eldest son, hanging out here, just kind of holding castles down behind me. it feels good to take territory. It's been a while. It's been a long, long time since I've done that in this campaign. So, yeah, now that I have a decent economy going and some decent armies, I feel like I can start really pushing along here. And once the Decayed clan is out of the way, I can really secure this Imagawa territory. And yeah, start moving on, set my sights on central Japan. So that'll be fun. It'll be fun to take the fight to the Mori clan because they've really been hawking me, you know? They just have forces all around me here, and it's getting a little scary for sure. Looks like they're transferring some of their forces from these provinces, Awaji and Bison, over to Bungo. So I'd like to see... Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. They don't have a freaking port there. Oh, that's so annoying. Guys, build a port so I can just go there. So yeah, I want to see what they have in Bungo. Other than that, though... Yeah, I just need to wait 2 more turns before this castle falls. And then I can look at attacking Tsuruga. But for now, let's see if the Takeda clan wants to actually defend Izu or not. We will see. Now I have a church that's finished being built in Shinano. And anything else. So, no attacks going through so far. Okay, and it looks like, yeah, so that's not going to go through, and I am going to invade Izu. They are going to fight me, and they outnumber me by not enough. So let's get into it and make sure I can fight them here. Looks like the daimyo did retreat, so I'm not going to be fighting Takeda Shingen. He's going to be leaving to defend Tsuruga, and I will be fighting up against a 1-star general here in Izu. Here we are in Izu, and this is a province that I feel like I don't fight in very often. It looks like a very small map. Interesting. Pretty wide open, but they are on a little hill over here in the corner. And what I'm thinking, simple enough, just kind of go along the left-hand side and work my way around there and try to get on even ground with them. That's always going to be the play. Never want to just attack directly uphill into a prepared enemy. Just want to find the easy way around and see how they reposition to meet me. Well, what do we got? Just a crap ton of cav. Wow. So I'm seeing 3 units of Naginata cav on their left flank, my right flank. Okay, that's a lot. So, And that's it. So it's just those 3 units that I have to worry about. Their infantry is just 4 units. Well, 3 units of Ashigaru, 1 unit of Yari Samurai, 2 units of archers. And then on their right flank, my left, they have, looks like 4 units of Yari Cav. Yeah. So, this is the side I need to worry about for sure. So, in that case, let's do a refused flank attack. And kind of do this. And then put my right flank out here to try to, really make them travel a long distance to attack me on this side. And then what I can do is I can push forward with my left flank like here. And yeah, try to push into the weaker side, because I'd rather be fighting Yari Cav than Naginata Cav. Obviously, I will have to fight the Naginata Cav eventually, but if I can do a good push against them. Now, here's the thing. Against a, really heavily Cav-focused army, I'm not really going to be able to dictate the attack. I can try to put myself in a position where I have good ground to fight on, and that is what I'm going to try to do, but ultimately they get to decide when and where they want to fight me. Preferably, this looks pretty good, At this point, they'd have to come uphill and fight me, and I do have a skirmish engagement, so it wouldn't be a worse idea for me to use my bows to try to get them to charge me. Which looks like that's what they're going to do. So I might be able to sort of sit here and force them out. Because, yeah, they only have the 2 archers. Looks like they do have a couple units of cav archers, but they haven't sent them out yet. And yeah, here comes some Naginata cav. So, if I can take out the Naginata cav 1 unit at a time, essentially, that would be really nice. So let's kind of move forward like this. Yeah, here comes that second unit of Naginata Cavs. Yeah, now the army's activated at this point. And so right now, this isn't a good engagement because I only have one of my archers units shooting against their 2 archer units. So I want to make sure that both of my archer units can shoot at them, and same on my right side. I feel like I need to get my right side more involved. So let's bring them down here so I can try to get my archers to shoot at their archers here. And yeah, maybe this is going to be okay. Maybe I can sort of bring my Yarikav out here and then bring my Yarikav out here. And if we can just get rid of these units of samurai archers, then possibly we can sort of coax the enemy army into doing like an uphill charge into my waiting spears. That is the hopes. Let's try to... Yeah, they want to bring their cav archers up. We'll just shoot them. We'll shoot them to pieces. Yeah, that's gonna work out just fine. So far, no movement. I'm surprised that they haven't really like gone for the charge. I'm in a good position for sure. Like I get they don't want to leave their hill, but if they're just gonna keep skirmishing me like this, like they're shooting uphill into my, forces, and I have the numbers and the better ground. So this is not gonna work out well for them. So let's see if I can coax them into an attack. Now something looks to be happening. Yeah, so now they're getting a wide flank on me on this side. So I want to make sure that I reposition here, make sure that my men are running so I can adequately defend against this. Yeah, they're spreading really wide here. So if they're going to spread wide, I want to push forward with my center because my center is really strong. That way I can screen with my Naginata infantry and I can use my Naginata cav to get flank attacks on either my left or right side. And let's get my right flank to reposition as well, like that. Bring my Yarikav over like that. Want my general to push forward a little bit. So yeah, this is what I want. Spears on their cav here, and then right there. So I can win that, I think, depending on the upgrades. But yeah, now I want to screen out their center like this. Bring my Naginata infantry forward and screen out their center, and then I can use my Naginata... let's see. Alright, I want my right flank to come down a little bit more here. How are we doing? So yeah, they're losing, and yeah, you guys keep going forward. Like, screen out their infantry here. Yari Cav going into my spears. I want my Cav to come over. Yeah, so let's see. Are they running away? Okay, so they're all running away. Nice, nice, nice. Perfect. That's going very well. And let's see. Alright, so we still got some units of Naginata Cav on this side. So yeah, push here. Push here. Looks like they're all running away. Alright, well in that case, let's run them down. Well, that's looking pretty good. Now everyone's running away. I just have to get repositioned because I know there will be at least another wave coming in. So let's just get my guys in a pretty good spot here. Let's make sure my general is over here as well. And yeah, I got Yari Cav chasing down some of their guys here, and yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm surprised they all ran away. Like that's I thought we were gonna get a pretty good scrap there, but I mean, I did have a really good position. I had the advantage. I mean, I get it. I get it. And that's that. No reinforcements came in. So I only killed 333 and I only lost 37. So pretty decisive victory for myself. That felt good. Yeah, I really like the way that this Hojo composition works. It's really nice to focus on a strong center with my cav instead of doing the flanks because I feel like it gives me less micro to worry about. That's how it feels in a way. It feels, I don't know, feels good at least. Anyway, so yeah, pillaged a ton of Koku. And one more turn before the castle in Kai falls. Sweet, good stuff. And my ninja, what? Why do I still have ninjas in Totomi? My god. Stop going to Totomi. What the hell? Oh god. Alright, how long before this garrison in Izu falls? 3 turns? Ah, okay, fine. That's seems like a lot, but that's okay. Once these castles are taken care of in Izu and Kai, then I can simply sweep into Suruga with both my armies here and finish off the Takeda in this part of the map. I mean, I'm sure I will obviously have to face them here in central Japan, but one step at a time. That's going to feel good. This feels good taking out these provinces. My god. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time of just building up my forces, and I like doing it because I like giving the AI time to get some good, forces on the field as well. Blitzing is, I don't know, blitzing's like fun every once in a while. I can do it. Like, I'm capable. I'm a capable enough general, I'd say, but I don't know. I do like taking my time to build up my forces and giving the AI time as well, just because it's just more fun for me. Sometimes it is absolutely necessary, but I like giving myself the challenge of having to face actual, decent army counts from the AI. I don't know. That's just the way I see it. The only thing that makes it like kind of frustrating, it's tricky, is when the AI starts using geishas. That's when it's like, oh, come on, guys. I wanted you to build up your like armies, not your freaking agents. That just sucks, But yeah, in any case, yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. I think I'm probably gonna end it there too. I've been recording for a long time, but I know I will be editing a lot of this episode out. So I don't quite know where I'm at as far as time goes on this episode, but I don't want to go over my time. So I'm just going to call it here. This is looking good, and I will be able to push on into Imagawa territory in the next episode. But that is all going to have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and thank you very much for watching. I've been Kanastep, and this has been Shogun Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.